What up? What up? What up? Tap in, tap in.
I don't know what it is right now. I'm feeling different. I'm on a different kind of wave. I'm in a different type of time. I'm in the zone. Yeah. Right now, I'm just sitting cool.
Ain't no Kobe to beat this shit, man.
Hey, Nils, you got it.
Hear that Loki come out of that G-Wag. Comfortable, stay in my place like it's freeze tag. I got my check and I said I won't be back. Don't gotta worry about me, I ain't sliding. Still with the gang, it won't be no divided. We hustlers, we got the touch like it's Midas. If it ain't hundreds to K's and excited, I be with the stars, but I'm shining the brightest. Yeah, just left the west, I fucked up on the timing. I was in Oakland as I had me wildin'. I feel like I'm still in the sky with the pilot. Yeah, just left the west, I fucked up on the timing. I was in Oakland as I had me wildin'. I feel like I'm still in the sky with the pilot. Chopping it up and
What up? Trying to work this shit. This is my first time using this app on the phone. I wanted to bring y'all outside, bring y'all into nature, so we can have this conversation for a second so you guys know the routine. As you come in, drop a like, drop a comment, tag some people in the stream, share the stream into some groups. If you're over on the YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Today we'll talk about why life sucks for you and why so many, mainly Americans, suffer from depression. And one of the number one reasons is because they don't do what you're seeing right now. They don't sit outside. They don't get to enjoy the sunlight. They work 8-9 hours a day inside of a building under dimly lit light. By the time that they get off work, it's already nighttime. The sun is already starting to set. By the time that they go to work, the sun isn't even out yet. So they're constantly in a state of darkness. And anyone who knows anything knows that darkness leads to depression. Darkness leads to depression. So what happens when you're in a dark nightclub? What happens when you're inside of your dark bedroom? What happens when you're inside of your dark office or workspace or warehouse, wherever you're working, and you never get a chance to just do this? You never get a chance to sit outside. You never get a chance to hear birds. You never get a chance to enjoy the things that life are supposed to bring you. And that is the number one reason for depression. They got us chasing a lifestyle that some of us don't even want. Some of us do not want to be millionaires. Stop the cap. You guys just want financial freedom. You want to be able to do what you want when you want. And that does not take millions. It doesn't take millions. Poor people in Mexico who live off the grid live a carefree life. They don't worry about bills. They don't worry about any of that. People who are self-sufficient, they live a carefree life. You guys see the people out here homesteading. You guys see the people out here living off of the grid. Carefree life doesn't take millions of dollars to have that. You guys need to set a barometer for yourself. You need to set a limit for yourself. You need to know when it's okay to tap out. Think about how many people are in prison right now because they just couldn't tap out. To upkeep the lifestyle that they thought they wanted, they pushed it to the limit. They didn't tap out when they knew it was time to tap out. And where did it lead? To a downfall. So that's why some of the richest people that you know wind up deleting themselves. I can't say it on here because you know the word's YouTube sensitive. They wind up deleting themselves. And you'll see even during slavery, the deletion rate was lower than it is today. So somehow mentally the slaves were in better mental condition than the people that we have today. And it's sickening. It's sickening. How often do you scroll through your social media and see people talking about they don't want to be here no more? They want to delete themselves. It was nice to know you. What's causing this? It's the false definition of success. None of y'all got to set the definition of success for yourself. What do you define as success? Because success to me is what I'm doing. Success to me is what I'm doing. Success is self-sustainability. Success is being able to grow your own vegetables, being able to grow your own food, being able to harvest your own food. I don't care if you You're not a vegan? Why don't you have your own land with your own chicken, your own animals? These kind of things. Once you are self-sufficient and you don't have to worry about something being taken away from you because you can no longer afford it, the happiness that it brings you, the joy it brings you, the freedom that it brings you, it's just crazy. But you got to hit a limit where you're like, okay, I'm comfortable right here. I'm comfortable right here. And I know that even if my children pick up where I left off, they'll be comfortable here as well. They'll be comfortable here as well. People suffer through depression because they're not able to do what they want to do. They don't want to work at CVS. They don't. They don't want to work at Walmart. They don't want to work in these warehouses. They don't want to do any of that, but they don't know how to live without having to do all of that. And it's not that difficult. You just have to pick a point where you're okay. You have to set a goal and walk that path. One thing I did, I sacrificed my 20s. I know that's going to sound crazy to some people because that's when the world is telling you, live your best life, do what you want to do, go low. That's no. Your 20s is to set up for your 30s, 40s, 50s, and after. Your 20s can be that you're not missing nothing. You're not missing nothing as long as you stay in good shape, as long as you stay in good health. Bruh, the 20s is nothing. The 20s is nothing. You got 40 plus years after your 20s to be able to do what you want to do. It's okay to sacrifice them 20s. I did it. I sacrificed those 20s gaining knowledge. I sacrificed those 20s focusing on economics. I sacrificed those 20s not in the club, not in the parties, not in the bars. I skipped all of that. Said fuck all of that. I sat back and learned the things that would make me self-sustainable. I learned about getting me jobs where I can get enough cash flow to basically replicate what the paychecks would be that they will give me that I'm comfortable with. So roughly calculate your income at about $24, $25 an hour. That's what you're shooting for. That's a decent job. That's actually great money. $25 an hour. 40-hour week. Regular 40-hour week. Factor in how much you would bring it in that 40-hour week. Now, with the skills that you've obtained through your life, can you supplement that income with your skill? That's the question. That income that you just based it on, $25 an hour, 40 hours a week, more if you choose to want to do that. How much would it even out to at the end of the week? And can I use my skills to be able to acquire the same amount of money? Can I use my skills to acquire more if I wanted to, at any point that I want to, and be able to slow down when I want to, and be able to take breaks when I want to? Do I have the skills to be able to do that? And if not, how do I obtain the skills to be able to do that? And that's why I say the 20s are so crucial, because it's when you're the most open-minded. You're the most open-minded probably between 18 and maybe 26. 18 to 26 range right there, that's when you're the most open-minded to information. So if you dive deep into the information that's economically based, health-based, mental health-based, if you can get all of that out of your way in your 20s, you will be a monster in your 30s. You will be a monster, and you actually get a whole new breath of life as a man the second you enter your 30s. Your whole mind changes. Everything you think about is different, and in a positive way. As long as you set yourself up right, as long as you took the right steps, as long as you laid the right blueprints. And to do that, you can't be hanging out with them fuck niggas. I'm sorry. You can't be with those friends that you have. That's not going to work. You can't be with the homies. That's not going to work. You're going to have to accept that some people are going to think that you're boring. You're going to have to accept that you're going to lose a couple of friends along this journey. Is the journey for them, or is the journey for you? If the journey is for you, then why the fuck do you care what they got to say? My friends ain't out here building food forests. My friends ain't out here gardening. I'm looking at 4 vegetable beds sitting right in front of me. My friends ain't out here doing this. When they wasting money on Henny, which is not a waste of money to them, when they're wasting money on Henny, I'm buying fruit trees. When they're wasting money to get into the club, which is not a waste of money for them, but when they're wasting money getting inside of the club, I'd rather waste that money on an income course. I'd rather waste that money on how to get my YouTube channel booming. I'd rather waste that money on something that is going to be more productive. Once you get into that mind state of I'm only investing in the things that will give me back an investment, that is the second. That is the second that life changes, because you stop buying the nonsense. You stop buying the bullshit. None of it entertains you anymore. The only things that entertain you are the things that you want to do. You'll never have to deal with depression. You'll never have to deal with being mentally down. You will never have to deal with any of the nonsense that you're thinking of if you can grab life by the horns. That might take some sacrifice, though. And people do not like to hear sacrifice. Like, I was perfectly okay with not going out to a place where I could possibly die or get so much time in jail that I might as well be dead. I was perfectly okay with giving that up. I was perfectly okay with giving up standing on the corner, smoking with the homies, drinking, and being a negative to my community. I was perfectly okay with giving that up. It's not like I was missing anything. Most of them niggas is still doing the same fucking thing as we speak. So it's not like I'm missing anything. And if I ever want to go back to it, you know, like I know that the dude who was selling nickel bags on the corner when you was in middle and high school is still on the corner selling nickel bags on the same corner, same coat, same clothes, same conversation, same everything. The nigga has not changed. You're not missing nothing. They're stagnant. They're stuck in they're stuck in slow sand. You know how there's quicksand? These niggas are stuck in slow sand. So they're just sinking. It's just taking a very fucking long time for them to hit the bottom. Sinking slowly. And sometimes it might look appealing. Sometimes it look like they living a good life because every time you see them, they got a blunt, they got a bottle, they got a girl with them, they got this, they got that, but they're not living. They're not doing what they want to do. They can't give up being on that corner. The second they give up being on that corner, they have no other skills. The second they give up being on that corner, they have nothing else. The second they don't have the money, the bitches is gone. They gone, out of here. The homies gone. They're only around you because you stay with a bottle and a blunt. That's the only reasons they're around. The second he loses that, he loses everything. The second that I lose a friend, it just opens up more time for me to do other shit that I want to do. Doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me. Super comfortable with being who I am. Super comfortable with it. Yeah, they stuck in slow sand. Some people are in quicksand. These niggas is stuck in slow sand. Literally. The same guys that you used to get the nickel bags from during middle school that was standing in front of the corner store. The corner store done changed 5-6 times. The nigga's still in front of that same store. So if you guys want to detour from the streets real quick to go dive into something else and then come back later, I promise you're not missing nothing. Them niggas is still there. The only ones who are not still there are dead, in prison, or got a bid so long they may as well be dead. Those are the only ones who won't still be there. The ones who died, went to prison, and they'll be back in 20, 30 years. And the other niggas who got life, they'll never be home. They may as well be dead. That's what's left for you. You're not missing nothing. The hoes, you ain't missing nothing. They still there. You know, the same ones from high school that was with all the football playing niggas and that, they didn't go nowhere. They still there. They got 4, 5 extra kids now, but they still there. You're not missing nothing. As soon as I got around a different circle of people, I started noticing how life just can progress as long as you're with people who can show you that life can just progress. The dudes I be around, every time I talk to them, they're advancing or doing some new shit. Call me up, yo, what you think about this? I'm like, God damn, I never even thought about that. Yeah, man, we got to take the next step. We already mastered this. We've been here. We've done this. The next step is this. And you're like, okay, that's the kind of circles that you want to be around. People who push you to do better, not people who push you to make stupid decisions. Not people who push you to make stupid fucking decisions. I lost a lot of friends because I won't agree with their stupidity. They'll tell me how they about to react to a situation. And I'll be like, you sound like a bitch. I get it. Some people just can't take that. But like, nigga said something about you on Facebook, he gotta die? Really? Like, you don't have anything going for your life. You don't plan on making no millions, marrying a girl, having a family, getting some land, passing it on to your future. You willing to say fuck all that over a Facebook post? Really, nigga? Really? That adds up to you. You put both of those on the scale and it weighed out evenly. How much was the nigga life worth that you took? What if this was a nigga who was only gonna make $80,000 his entire life? 80,000 his entire life. Now you lose your life for 80,000. You can make more than that in a year planting lettuce. You can make more than that a year off microgreens. You can make more than that a year off bamboo. You can make more than that a year off raspberries, strawberries. Chump change, threw your life away. I'm the kind of friend that won't let you do that without saying something about it. Internet crash dummies, 100%. Just straight up internet crash dummies. And they will go live and document it just to be able to be viral, but got life. Like, yeah, you went viral because you videotaped yourself going to pull that drill, but we won't never see you again. You won't be able to benefit from being viral. Like, you can't buy your way out of life in prison. You can't buy your way out of 45 years. Get any lawyer you want to, nigga. You did it on camera. Then made a whole song about it afterwards. Like what part of this sounds smart? I thought we wanted the bag. That's what I thought we wanted. I thought we wanted some money. I thought we wanted to make hundreds of thousands. I thought we wanted to make millions. I thought that was the goal. I thought y'all wanted to get y'all drip right. I thought y'all wanted 70-inch TVs in the crib. I thought y'all wanted mansions. That's what I thought. I thought y'all wanted nice cars. That's what I thought y'all wanted. I thought y'all wanted to bag the baddie. I thought that's what you wanted. But it seems that all y'all want to do is hang out with men and go pull up on other men. Y'all just want to hang out with men and go pull up on other men. Some of y'all be with the homies, your girl sitting there complaining to you, talking about she wants you home watching movies, and you telling her to wait because you want to hang out with some niggas and drink and take a shot. Listen, if I'm out with the homies and we doing absolutely nothing, and wifey called and tell me she want to watch movies and she cooked food, yo, I'ma holla at y'all. Peace, homie. You already know wifey done. I'm out of here. I'm not about to sit around you niggas all day. Especially when we being unproductive. Now, if I'm working on something, we laying out some kind of business plans, drawing up some kind of contracts, doing something that's productive, okay, I'll be home soon. But if we're doing absolutely nothing, I'm up out of here. I'm up out of here. Fuck am I missing? We can do this shit every day. We financially stable. We cool. I don't like being around dudes that much. Like, I've never in my life seen dudes who like to be around dudes so much in my fucking life. Like, y'all niggas go to the club 30 deep, all niggas. I just be looking like, yo, you niggas are weird as fuck. It's just mad niggas, just mad testosterone and energy flying all over the place. That's not life, bro. That's not life. And you shouldn't have that many friends. There's no way in the world you're telling me you trust all 30 of them. You're not gonna convince me that you trust all 30 of them. You're not gonna convince me you trust 10 of them. So that means that most of them niggas can go. Man, you need a solid circle of about 4, maybe 5 dudes. 4, maybe 5 dudes. Go look at the investors. Go look at who's sitting in at the round tables to make the boss-like decisions. Go see. It's about a group of about 3 dudes who meet up every once in a blue moon. Besides that, they home being fathers. Besides that, they're out building fences. Besides that, they're out decorating their backyard. Besides that, they're out mowing the lawn. Besides that, they're doing the things that men like to do. They're not hanging out with a bunch of niggas all day. You're not gonna pull up on Elon Musk one day and he with the gang. It's 40 deep. Yeah, it's phantoms parked all the way down the street in nice and you're not gonna have that. You're not gonna have that. If you want to learn to become rich, the first thing you need to do is study what rich people do. Study how rich people live. Study how rich people act. Study their spending habits. Study the places that they like to frequent. Study where they eat at. Study where they drink at. Because in order to become rich, you're going to need some kind of information from somebody who obtained that level of wealth already. How do you get it? By being in the places where they be at and having conversations with them. That's all you got to do. Be where they be at. Have conversations with them. You're not going to tell me you're at an upscale restaurant where all of the lawyers go to have drinks on every Friday, and one day one of them are going to see you and ask you, what do you do? What is it that you do? Do you live around here? Do you come here often? Hey, meet my friend such and such. Those kind of bonds is the ones that you need to look for. Not just because, he Trey, I'm Trey. Oh, yeah, we cool. Oh, he hat, I'm hat. Oh, yeah, he cool. No, bucko. No, bucko. First off, your trusted advisor needs to be your woman. I'm sorry to ruin it for you guys. I know Fresh and Fit and all the other lame-ass niggas who ain't never got no girls are the ones telling you guys, don't get married. It's not worth it. You don't need a girl in your life. Smash as many baddies as you want to. That shit give me AIDS vibes. I don't know anything about that. You need a woman that you can trust next to you. I'm next to you, like sitting right. Like if you in a chair, nigga, she need to be like half the chair. Facts. How many dudes in here know for a fact that your girl seen one of your friends and was like, that's a fuck ass nigga, and you didn't believe her? 2 years later, guess what happened? He showed you that he was a fuck ass nigga. She was right the whole time. You know why? Because we're not good at thinking with our feelings. We're just going off facts and logistics of what we know. We're going off of the data that's presented before us. He rode out with me before. Anytime I needed to grip, he pulled up. He gave me a ride before. That got to be my man. He always looked out for me. But they got a second intuition. These women can sense some shit that we can't sense. They know some shit that we don't know. He knows some shit that they don't know. That's the power of you two being together. So you niggas need to go find you a good one and go sit the fuck down somewhere, start studying, get your economics up, get your health right, get your mental health right. Find a way to become financially free because it's not that expensive. If you calculate $25 an hour, 40 hours a week, how much would you make? Can you supplement it with your skills? That's the equation right there. I want a job that makes $25 an hour. I want to work about 40 hours a week, bare minimum. That's going to get me about this much money a week. Meaning I can afford to pay this much money per month on bills. Can you supplement that with your skills? And if you don't have those skills, you need to start learning those skills. I'm going to tell you the worst part of it, that you can learn these skills on YouTube for free. Father and Son Gardening, the other YouTube channel, Father and Son Gardening. You can see me and my son grow our own food. Skill. You wouldn't have your cereal without it. You wouldn't have your bread without it. You wouldn't have most of the stuff that you wouldn't have nothing without the skill of growing food. Imagine your food with no seasonings. Y'all forget seasonings are a plant. Y'all forget that somebody had to grow that basil. Y'all forgot somebody grew that thyme. You guys forgot somebody grew that turmeric. Did you guys magically forget that is a major skill? And that if you go back far enough in rich people's family, you're going to see that the wealth started with farming? But fuck it, let's say you don't want to do that. What if you lay concrete? What if you pave? What if you build the fences? What if that's the kind of work you do? What if you set up greenhouses? What if you clean backyards? Some people are moving into situations where they're about to renovate a house, but it's so much shit in the backyard that they can't even get to what they want to do. Who's coming through to take care of that? It's another skill. So instead of thinking Lexus, Ferrari, BMW, Audi when you're going to get your next car, think pickup truck. Think white work van. Think Tahoe. Oh, but what about the gas prices? Y'all ain't worried about the other gas prices? Don't tell me about the other fucking gas prices. Y'all don't be worried about the gas prices. Don't tell me about the other fucking gas prices. When I went up to $70, $80 an eighth, y'all was gumboing your life up. Y'all was runch your fucking life up. If it ain't 65 an eighth, I ain't smoking it. Y'all was talking big shit. So don't fucking complain to me about how much it's going to take to fill up your truck, SUV, or van. I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all can find money to put into all the fucking nonsense. You find money to get them Dolce & Gabbanas. You find money to get them glasses. You find money to go and get that fake ass chain. You find money to go and get that fake ass watch. You find money to do all the fuck shit. But when I mention a truck to you, you want to complain about gas prices. And this is why don't nobody like you. This is why you ain't got no woman. This is why you keep running into problems, because of this reason right here. You think a woman wants to sit back and watch you complain about gas prices when you smoking the eighth every sitting in the backwood on live talking shit for free? You on live talking shit for free. You ain't even bother to get a YouTube channel going. You just your camera blurry, background fucked up. You just live. Yeah, big eighth in the backwood, big eighth in the backwood. You're smoking that za. You have no substance to yourself whatsoever, but you will waste the time and the money to do that shit right there. Let me mention the truck. The first thing that fly out of niggas' mouths is gas prices. Nigga, you got a BMW. Your oil changes is crazy. Nigga, you got a Cadillac. Your oil changes is crazy. You niggas be in all sorts of foreigns and they want to complain to me about gas prices like if you don't blow a tire, that's going to be a bag. If you don't have a water problem, that's going to be a bag. Electrical issue, that's going to be a bag. When you could have went and spent $1,500, $2,500, $3,500 on a nice little pickup truck that you could beat up and do your work in, carry your shovels, carry your picks, carry your axes, do everything that you got to do. You don't want to put the money into that. You know why? Because you don't think it's going to be cool pulling up in the pickup. Yeah, that's not as cute. You can't pull up to the club in a pickup. We ain't think about pulling up to no clubs no more. We ain't think about pulling up to no clubs no more. I'll be talking to dudes that got so much fucking money that they like build clubs in their house and just invite people over there. Like, can you imagine the conversations you having with people when they can just build clubs in the house? Like, yeah, I just, converted the whole basement into a bar. Just have the guys come over there so we're safe. We don't have to drink and drive. If the homies want to pass out, I got an extra couch for them. And I actually got a guest house in the back next to my pool. You just like, come on, bro. Yo, they flex on you without even knowing they flexing on you. And that's the best feeling in the world when you got those kind of people around you, because it pushes you to do better. Call a homie, yo, what you doing? Yeah, just getting the pool cleaned out for this season. The deep end got kind of crazy. I might have to get somebody out here to fix that. You like, God damn, I still got a blow up pool. He got the in-ground joint with the jacuzzi attached to it. You still got the blow up joint with the loud ass motor to it. But it lets you know that there's more steps that you can take. Work smarter, not harder. Ask him some questions. Next time that you take him out, listen, fire the questions away, nigga. Write them shits down in your phone. Hey, what's up? Write them shits down in your phone. Yeah, who the hell even thought clubs was fun? Who thought clubs was fun? I don't know. It's this myth that they gave us. They handed us this shit. When I bring people to my backyard and show them how the food forest is starting, they're amazed. Like this is gonna be hundreds of pears. We got apples, more apples, pears, plums, peaches, mulberries, blackberries, strawberries, raspberries. This is a raspberry right here. Strawberries just grow wild all through back here. I'm not doing the coolest shit in the world. But this has a bigger goal at the end of it. Think of all the kids that can't afford to go apple picking. Their mama ain't got no car. They have no transportation. They don't even know where the apple orchards are. Send them to me. I'll bring them right in my backyard. There's no way I can eat all of this shit anyway. I got 6 pear trees. I got 5 apple trees. I got 3 peach trees, and they're all 3 different kinds. I got 2 different kinds of plums. I got 3 different kinds of raspberries. I got 4 different kinds of strawberries. I got a mulberry tree. I forgot all about the goddamn mulberry tree. There's no way I could do all this. This is for the kids to be able to see that there's another way. There's another way. If you can sell up to $10,000 a year, you can register as a family farm. If you can sell up to $10,000 in food products a year, you can register as a family farm. Family farms get the best tax benefits out of any business. Farms get the most tax benefits out of any business. Now, what happens when your other business is on that farm? What happens when a farm is so many acres that you could do more than one thing on that same piece of property, but you get the tax benefits because it is a farm? We have to think ahead. We have to get more logical. We have to get more economically sound. or we're just going to continue to lose. We're going to continue to have these depressed young men that don't know where they want to go, don't know what they want to do, don't have no answers. The dudes that they're asking are telling them about Bitcoin and Shiba and all that other stupid shit that they want to keep talking to these kids about. They want to tell them about being rappers and basketball players and all the other ignorant shit that very few people are going to be able to do. What about the bulk of the fucking children? Who's going to do the welding? Who's going to pave the roads? Who's going to chop the trees down? Who's going to build the houses? Who's going to build the garages? Y'all don't even give a fuck about none of that. That's where the money is. What do you think rich people do? They go get property and they get somebody to build the goddamn house. So who made the money? The architects, the builders, the guys who lay the foundation. That's the dudes. That's the dudes. Do you understand how much wood it takes to do that? Who's the lumberjacks? Who's processing? We don't even think that far. We're stuck in football, basketball, rapping, and being an entrepreneur where you're just doing a little bit of every fucking thing and it makes you pennies on the dollar doing a little bit of everything. Doesn't even add up to what you would get if you went and worked in a warehouse. I worked my job until I made enough money to not have to work the job no more because I could supplement the income with skill. But first I had to get the fucking skill. And it took time to get the skill. I'm talking about from 23 to, came home when I was 23. So from about 23 to 28, I spent that whole time learning. I spent that whole time reading books. I spent that entire time paying for courses and videos and doing what the fuck I needed to do to be able to get out this trap of this rat race of where I'm going to work for 10 hours a day, coming home, eating, going to sleep. Go to work, come home, eat, go to sleep. The days off that I got on the weekend, I got to clean my backyard, fix my car, change my tire, change the oil. Sunday come out, I want to do nothing. Back to repeating this shit again Monday. I didn't want to do that shit. Doing that, I also might not have been able to afford my wife the opportunity to be able to homeschool the children and be able to be a stay-at-home mom the way she wanted to. That is something I also kept in mind because I don't fuck with daycare and I don't fuck with these schools. These schools teach you that your history started in slavery and we the oldest people on earth. The oldest people on earth. And you want to talk about our history from 1,500 years ago. As soon as they talk about Black history, they bring up Harriet Tubman, they bring up Martin Luther King, they bring up Malcolm X. Nigga. What about the 6,000-year civilization that we ran through in Nubia? What about the 10 or 20,000 years before that Nubia has record of all the kings dating back thousands of years back past that? What about the fact that they got the information from South Africa? What about the fact that the people in Tanzania got it from the people in Uganda and the people in Uganda got it from the people in Zimbabwe and the people in... To teach African history, it would take all 4 years of high school. And we would never get to anyone else's history. Just our history alone. We would never get time to go to nobody else's history. It would take all 4 years of school for you to be able just to learn about East Africa. We didn't even get to the Congo. We didn't get to West Africa. We didn't get to Senegal, Mali. We didn't get to none of that yet. Just the East Coast would take you all 4 years of your fucking high school. But they teach you that it starts in slavery. And you wonder why Black boys have no pride. You wonder why you see them slumped over. They look defeated in school. Go to any school that you want to. In an urban area where it's predominantly young Black students and just look at the young Black males' faces. They all look defeated already. They 10, 11, 12. They already look defeated. They already see that this is a trap and there's no hope. They mama need help right now. He's 12. He's the man of the house. He's 12. His mama need help right now. So what do? Try to do things that could start jobs to be able to do something about that situation. I understand that you're 10, 11, or 12 and the government say that you can't work, but is there something that the men in the fucking community can do to get you guys some kind of income that doesn't come with life in prison? Can we find a way to be able to buy plots of land and grow enough food organically to get it down at the farmer's market and make some kind of income for these kids? Could we indoor grow these vegetables and be able to supplement some kind of income for these kids? Can we teach them holistic healing and selling herbs? Because you guys go on Amazon and you can find a tincture version of everything. Where is the base of that tincture coming from? It's coming from a plant, so they're going to have to get them back in the garden. What about baskets? How many baskets sell during Easter time? Who's weaving those baskets? Who's making those baskets? Can you custom make them with grasses that you know how to grow? We have to open the mind. We have to open the lens that we've been using to see life through. Because there's more to life than the shit that they've been giving you. But tap back in. I'll tap in with y'all later. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Get over to Father and Son Garden. Father and Son Gardening, and you'll be able to see me and my son out here getting active. We got a few things planted. We got some cabbages and kales and what the hell else? We got collard greens. We got a few other things planted, but we'll be getting the rest of these beds planted. We got plenty of content coming for you guys. I got a neighbor that got a really nice fucking garden. I want to see if I can tour that and get you guys some footage on that and talk about the way that they grow. And I want to get to some other people's gardens. So reach out to me if you want me to come through. Me and my son will tour your garden, showcase you, to probably get you to start a YouTube channel, supplement some kind of income from you. And we could all be happy about this. So subscribe, like, comment, share, put it in the groups, make these videos go viral. Low key, Los. Peace.